Okay guys, we're doing lesson 5 and 6 today for Algebra 2. You're gonna look at it and say like, okay, Michelle's here, you're kind of crazy, because those are long. I believe in you, okay? And we're gonna get through this, and it's gonna be okay, because I want you guys to do this book really well, but I also want you to do it quickly, okay? And I know that you guys want that too, right? You want that too? Okay. Here we go, look at example 1. Twice a number is decreased by 7. Okay, 5.1, twice a number. So it's 2 times the number. Let's do x. The book totally says n, I don't know why. Twice a number is decreased minus by 7. And this quantity is multiplied by 3. This quantity, so the whole thing, put it in parentheses, is multiplied by 3. Okay? The result, when you see the result, that means equal, is 9 less than. As soon as you see 9 less than, you're going to do negative 9 plus. Why? Because it's not telling you to do 9 minus something. It's telling you to do something minus 9. So in order to keep the order of just going through the entire paragraph and putting down the things, you need to do a negative 9 plus. Because if not, what happens if you're going to go like, okay, what's the something? Then you go find the something, and then you forget the negative 9. Because like, well, that will happen. So just get in the habit. As soon as you see 9 less than, negative 9 plus. 9 less than 10 times the number. So negative 9 plus 10 times the number. What is the number? Okay, now we just solve. That'll be easy. 6x minus 21 to distribute this. Don't forget. Minus 9 plus 10x. Combine our x's, so we go negative 6 over here, plus 9 over here. So that's going to give you a negative 12 equals 4x. Divide by 4, so x equals a negative 3. Let's make sure that we're right. We are right. Let's check it. It'll be, let's just go down here. You can see that, yeah. 3 times 2 times negative 3 is negative 6 minus 7 equals negative 9 plus 10 times negative 3, which is going to give you a negative 30. I was getting myself scared for a second. Okay, then you have negative 6 minus 7 is negative 13 times 3 is a negative 39 equals negative 9 plus negative 30 is negative 39. Woohoo! We know that we're right. Okay, that is example 1. Okay, example 2. The number of ducks on the pond was doubled when the new flock landed. Okay, number of ducks, so we'll use D. Number of ducks was doubled when the new flock landed. Then 7 more ducks came, plus 7. The resulting number equals of ducks was 13 less than, that's negative 13 plus, 3 times the original number, 3D. How many ducks were there to begin with? Okay, let's do it. So we've got negative 2D over here, positive 13 over here. We got 20 equals D. There are 20 to start with. Let's check it. You've got 2 times 20 is 40 plus 7 equals negative 13 plus 3 times 20, 60. That's 47, that's 47, check. You check it in the book to make sure that we're really right, and yes, it's 20. There you go, that's example 2. Example 3. The sum of negative 7 and 6 times a number. The sum of negative 7 and 6 times a number is multiplied by 5. Is multiplied by 5. The result, that's equals, is 332 less than. So negative 332 plus 3 times the number. Okay, here we go. 5 times negative 7 is negative 35 plus 30x equals negative 332 plus 3x. Bring your 3x over here. Bring your plus 35 over here. That's 27x. I don't want to mess that up, so I'm going to do it on my calculator. 332, 35, negative 297. Okay, negative 297 divided by 27 is going to give you a negative 11. There's your answer. Let's check it. So we have 5 times -7 plus a -66 equals 330. -332 plus -33. -7 plus a -66 is going to be a -73. A -73 times 5 is -365. Equals -332 plus -33 is -365. It checks. There we go. Okay, we're almost done with lesson 5. Okay, 5.4. 1/5 of the clowns had red noses. 1/5 of the clowns. Okay. If 30 clowns had red noses, how many clowns were there in all? 1/5 of the clowns had red noses, which equals to 30, okay? These are not as like, woo, fast, right? Because you have to think it through. 1/5 of the clowns, so let's put 1/5 of C, had red noses, right? So this is the red. Let's even start like this if you want to. Start like this. 1/5 of the clowns had red noses, so that 1/5 of the clowns equals red noses, right? Then it said that there were 30 clowns that had red noses. So you have to put the 30 there. So how many clowns were there in all? Okay, so here we go. 1/5 C equals 30. They're going to crisscross and multiply and do 5/1 times 30. So C equals 150. So check it. 1/5 of 150 is going to be 30. So we are right as long as we wrote the right equation, right? Okay, now this one's not super nice, but hey, it's the last one, so they can throw whatever they want out at us, all right? Okay, you have 7/8 of the Tartar horde rode horses. 7/8 of the horde rode horses, right? They rode them. If there are 140,000 in the horde, how many did not ride them? That was rude. They all of a sudden were like, this is how many rode them, how many did not ride them. Okay, there's 2 ways you can figure that out. You can first use this equation that we just set up and find how many rode them, right? So which is going to be what? This is going to be 50,000. 50,000, great. No, it's not going to be that. Let's just do it in our calculator. It's going to be 140,000 times 7 divided by 8. So there were 122,500 that rode them, okay? To figure out how much to not ride them, you could just subtract by how many there were in total, right? $17,500. Okay, the other thing you can do is make a new equation. You could say, well, if 7/8 rode them, then that means 1/8, right? What's ever left did not ride them. Did not ride them, so you could go 140,000 divided by 8, and you're still going to get 17,500. So however way your brain works, that means whatever you would think automatically, which one you would do, and then you solve for it like that, okay? So let's move on to the practice for lesson 5. Stop this, do it, and then I'll read you the answer. Okay, your answer to A is -5. Third one, -25. Your answer to B is 1,015. Okay, let me show you how these work. Look at letter A. The sum of -4 and 5 times a number, so -4 and 5 times a number, is multiplied by 3, okay? The result equals is 212 less than, so -212 plus 7 times the number. Okay, so you have 3 times -4 is -12 plus 15x equals -212 plus 7x. Bring your -7 over here, bring your +12 over here. You're gonna get 8x equals -200. Divide by 8, divide by 8. So x equals a -25. You can always do it in your calculator, 200 divided by 8. Okay, there you go for that one. Look at letter B. 3/8 of the pieces unloaded were Victorian. 3/8 of the pieces unloaded were Victorian. If 1,624 pieces were unloaded, how many were not Victorian? Okay, just like example 5, you can go either way. You can do this, 3/8 times 1,624, so let's do 3 times 1,624 divided by. Okay, it's going to give you 609. So that's how many were Victorian. So you can always subtract that, and you're going to get 1,015. Or you can take, if there's 3/8 that were, that means 5/8 that were not, and then multiply that by 1,624. 1,624 times 5 divided by 8, 1,015. Same answer. Okay, let's move on to lesson 6. Woo!